Technology skills are essential for many everyday tasks. Older people recognize the value of technology and are eager to learn. New technology users need a little extra help getting started. This program pairs volunteer technology trainers with adult learners to provide individualized lessons. This program creates an opportunity for self-paced learning, allowing the adults to receive as much or as little help as they require to enhance their technology skills. In this lesson, we will learn about aging, disability, and how aging and disability impacts our experiences learning technology. Aging is something we experience daily. Aging refers to changes that happen to us as a result of time. Examples of aging include gray hair, wrinkles, and changes in vision, hearing, and reaction time. These changes happen at different rates in everyone and are influenced by the things to which we are exposed. As an example, listening to loud music or not wearing hearing protection when using loud machinery can increase our risk of hearing loss. Disability is different than aging. Disability refers to a physical or mental limitation that impacts our ability to do everyday tasks significantly. Disability is the result of disease, accident, or genetic abnormalities. We may be born with a disability or develop one later in life. Examples of disease or trauma that lead to disability include stroke, dementia, cancer, or an automobile accident. Natural changes to our bodies and the development of a disability can play a role in our experiences learning to use technology. We can reduce many of the challenges new technology users may experience. Devices can be customized to reduce the impact of these changes and improve the learning experience of users. As an example, a woman was learning to use her tablet. She had had the device for over a year and had not used it. The background was a beautiful beach scene. She asked what text was written below one of the icons. She had cataracts. After changing the background to a bright pink and yellow image, her face lit up because she could see the screen more clearly. Some changes are as simple as changing the text size or the background. Other changes may include turning on different accessibility features. Understanding how aging and disability impacts our experiences using technology can enhance our ability to teach new technology users. Let's consider these statements and decide if they are true or false. View this video and consider how Hal challenges what we think we know about aging.
Do you know I do a lot of my painting with my eyes shut? I jumped up out of bed and went to the computer to see if I could do what I dreamed I could do. People now generally call me Grandpa.
Why is that?
Because I'm old and that's what I am.
Grandpa is what they call a lettering man, which means he was a typographer. A typographer's job is to create letter forms by scratch. So you're literally hand drawing A through Z and creating these spec sheets that eventually get used in layouts, in advertising and greeting cards and posters and etc. We got Grandpa a computer probably 15 years ago. I knew I had to show him Microsoft Paint, and once I did, he took off with it. And it wasn't until years later that we realized how important this thing was to him.
When I lost my eyesight, I thought that my painting days were over. The reason I'm using the computer is different because I'm using it because it gives me the benefit of magnifying enough so that my eyesight is good enough that I can still do it. Was one of my first drawings on the computer. So I figure out what I want to do first when it's normal size, and then I just bring up that part and I work on the detail of that only. See, if it takes me 2 years to do that, I can spend it. I got a lot of patience. That's what you really need anyway, so. Hi, Bob.
Hey, Hal.
I got a new print that I'm just starting. It's Space Highways.
It started out with just one thing. He had no idea how to get it out of the computer. And then once we figured out what he exactly wanted, he would bring more and more and more things in. It was a growing relationship that really turned out well. You can see the actual pixels, the squares in the paintings. Most people want those gone. Hal wants those kept. Hal won't go away. So, keeps coming back for more.
Happy birthday to you. The big 9-7.
You mean I gotta blow those out?
You do.
Yes. Grandpa,
There's only two.
You have to make a wish. Yeah, make a wish first.
Practice.
Deep
Big
breath.
wish.
Deep breath.
Grandpa, make a wish. Okay.
While we may take longer to learn new skills and have a slower reaction time as we age, personality traits such as creativity, adaptability to change, and propensity to boredom are stable over time. In general, if we are frequently bored as younger people, we will continue to experience boredom as we age. Hal was a creative person throughout his whole life. His drive to be creative did not end, even after developing macular degeneration. He learned to use Microsoft Paint at age 82. Learning to use technology allowed Hal to continue to be creative. Hal is an amazing example of what technology can do for us. In this module, we learned about aging, disability, and how aging and disability can impact our experience using technology. Tune in for the next module to increase our understanding about learning styles.